Zap 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 Lightning. Zap Zap Lightning. Lightning.
Hello everybody! Recently we've had several 2026 LEGO Star Wars sets based off the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie leaked, which we'll be talking about today. Except when noted, they'll all be releasing on May 1st. Kicking things off with a marquee set, we have the 75447, the Razor Crests. It'll cost $150 and have 930 pieces. It'll be back in the brand new Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and with it being the Mandalorian's main ship, it only makes sense that they remade it. That aside, the design for it is reasonably good. It's been compacted to a lower piece count and smaller size than the 2020 version, and although the proportions look cartoonish from certain angles, it is solidly designed. It has a good mix of tiled off and studded outer parts and appears to be sturdy as well. The color scheme is odd, however based off trailers for the movie it is accurate. Looking at the interior now, the side doors in the back can be pulled down completely for access to the inside, and the cockpit can be opened up to hold a pilot plus Grogu. Although disappointingly small, the interior does appear to be adequate to hold all the included minifigures. In this set we're going to be getting Grogu and the Mandalorian, who both look decent, especially the brand new Grogu, Colonel Ward, and a Stormtrooper, who also look decent, and the standout minifigure, which is Zeb Aurelios. LEGO did a great job with this minifigure. The seemingly dual molded legs have top-notch printing, the torso print is good, and a specially molded head for Zeb's species was included as well. It looks like his specialized bow staff was not included though, which is a shame. Overall, this is a decent minifigure selection, and the Razor Crest as a whole is a genuinely good set. As is often the case though, the $150 price tag is just too much. Once it goes on discount for anywhere between 20 and 40%, it'll be worth taking a serious look at, but $150 is quite excessive considering what's included. Next up we have the 75444 ATRT Attack, which will cost $45 and have 297 pieces. Ignoring the price for a moment, this is my favorite type of LEGO Star Wars set and is an example of LEGO going back to the basics. The ATRT in this set has an absolutely phenomenal build with the sleek grey design going well with the set. It's similar to previous versions of the ATRT with some tweaks that have improved it. The stud shooters on the front are great for play and appear to be easily removable if you just don't want them there, since they are technically inaccurate. Also included in this set is an Imperial turret, which I think looks amazing. It has a cobbled together bottom section nicely representing rocks and snowfall, while the turret section built into it and tapering out on top with the large turret located above it is also cool. The turret gun is rotatable with just enough space behind it to hold one minifigure. The minifigures included here are a standard Mandalorian and Grogu, which are solid, and a brand new Imperial Remnant ATRT driver. While not top tier, it still is a great brand new minifigure to see with nice leg and torso prints and a seemingly new helmet as well. Overall, this is an amazing set and probably one of my favorites of the year, but it does just feel like it's missing something. For $45, it feels like it should be including maybe a speeder with a scout trooper as well, which would have been great. As is, I'd recommend waiting for it to go on sale to get, but it genuinely does appear to be an amazing playset. Next up on the list, we have the 75445 Anzellan Starship. It'll cost $75 and have 701 pieces. I have a feeling that it'll divide opinions, however I generally like the ship. It has a smoothed off design and is wide compared to the length dimension. It shares a color scheme with the earlier discussed Razor Crest, leading me to the hypothesis that the Mandalorian acquired his new Razor Crest from the Anzellans in the upcoming movie. Speaking of Anzellans, we have two Anzellan microfigures included in this set, along with a Grogu minifigure and a B1 battle droid. It's underwhelming, but depending on the movie it may also be accurate, so I'll withhold judgment for now. The cockpit looks like it can comfortably fit the Anzellans, and the main interior space is also quite generous compared to similarly sized sets. Overall, for $75, this is probably as good as a price a LEGO Star Wars set is going to be getting these days. I'd recommend waiting for a sale to get it, but it's not all too bad even at full price, so unless there's some unseen design flaws, it looks to be a great set. Next up we've got the 75446 Grogu buildable character. It'll cost $130 and have 1,200 pieces. Right out the gate, this is probably the worst set of the wave. Compared to all of their droid buildable characters, which are top quality, this Grogu buildable character by LEGO stands out as particularly bad. Immediately noticeable is the strange proportions that the head has, which just alone would be enough to chuck it into the buildable Chewbacca collection, but even more ridiculous is the fact that Grogu's arms are sprouting out the middle of his body like tree branches. The previous version of Buildable Grogu was released last year, and while much smaller, it honestly looked much better. The tiling pattern as well just feels a bit off from what it should in this one. Added all together with the insane price tag, this is probably the #1 set to avoid in this upcoming wave. Returning to normalcy, we have the 75460 New Republic X-Wing fighter. Noticeably, it'll be releasing on April 1st, and it'll have a price of $70 with 558 pieces. This is a solid X-Wing which LEGO absolutely did well on, as opposed to the atrocious latest Smart Brick X-Wing they plan to put out in March, which I will eventually get around to talking about in a video. This X-Wing on the other hand has no complaints. It has a solid build, a nice color scheme, actually looks like an X-Wing, and has a minifigure selection of Colonel Ward, Captain Teva, and a green astromech, which is an okay selection. While it is overpriced, it is a relief to see LEGO going back to making normal sets after that episode with Smart Play sets, which will hopefully not be repeated again. Finally on our list, we have the 40856, the Mandalorian and Grogu Allies and Villains Brickheadz. It'll cost $40 and have 661 pieces. The included Brickheadz are of an Anzellan, an Imperial Remnant Stormtrooper, the Mandalorian, Grogu, and Colonel Ward. It's a standard run-of-the-mill Brickheadz with solid characters but no standouts, and keeps the usual decent pricing for Brickheadz. As such, if you're interested in Brickheadz, I definitely consider this a good set to pick up, but otherwise it'll probably be kind of forgettable. Overall, this is a massive return to form for LEGO after the previous and upcoming storm that will be happening with the Smart Brick sets, so it's excellent to see that LEGO do still have some good sets to bring to the table. Explaining my prolonged absence now, I took a full semester's worth of classes in 5 weeks, so I was flooded with schoolwork this previous couple of months. Hopefully new videos will be back to a regular output of 2 to 3 per month now. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on the new Mandalorian and Grogu LEGO Star Wars sets in the comment section down below. Which one is your favorite? Which minifigure is your favorite? Are you interested in the upcoming movie? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!